Thank you for opening this video. Here, I talk about the most freaky yet kind festival, Obscene Extreme. I discuss its pros and cons, showcase the atmosphere, and highlight its wildest characters. I have a dream. I want to attend this festival in the summer of 2025 to create content for you and share everything that happens there. Recently, I released a video where I debunked several myths about the festival. For instance, is it true that everyone behaves like savages, walking around naked and drunk? No, that's not true. A few people are clothed and sober. But it's better if you watch that video yourself. Now, let's talk about some news. The organizers of the Obscene Extreme Fest have already announced most of the bands performing in Trutnov in the summer of 2025. Today, I'll tell you about 3 of them. We'll listen to some of their music and discuss why you shouldn't miss their performances. The first band, likely to be a second-tier headliner, is the American group Misery Index. They play modern death metal with elements of hardcore and grindcore. Their sound is powerful, and their technical performance is impressive. These guys started their journey in the early 2000s and quickly gained prominence in the extreme music scene. Their debut album was released on a major label. Fans were particularly intrigued by the band's origins, as Misery Index was formed by former members of Dying Fetus. The band took full advantage of this solid foundation and has continued to release albums consistently while performing with big names in the extreme music world. They now have 7 albums and numerous smaller releases. On Spotify, they have 37,000 monthly listeners. They are expected to take the Obscene Extreme Fest stage with a new album. By the way, this will be their 3rd time in Trutnov, following performances in 2010 and 2019. Where you will be seen alive. Speaking of Dying Fetus, they performed at OEF last year as one of the headliners, and their set was absolutely amazing. I even made a video about it. Check it out. Now, let's move on to the second band. But before that, I want to ask you to support my channel. You can do this through the links in the description. Your donations will go toward developing the project and funding my trip to Obscene Extreme in 2025 to film content on location. I also need a decent camera and a stabilizer. Additionally, you can consider purchasing a handmade balaclava from my Etsy shop, which is also linked in the description. Thank you for your support. The next band performing at the festival is also into death metal, but with a twist of fun. Meet Party Cannon from Scotland. They even call their style Party Slam, which means we can expect brutal riffs, guttural vocals, loads of fun, inflatable toys, bouncing balls on the dance floor, dancing on stage, and stage dives. I doubt they'll surpass the performance of Gudulax, but it'll be interesting to see what happens. By the way, let me know in the comments how you feel about Gudulax. Party Cannon isn't a new band. They first made waves in 2011, but their debut full-length album wasn't released until 2015. They will likely perform tracks from their latest album, Injuries Are Inevitable, 2024, at the festival. On Spotify, Party Cannon has 47,000 listeners. The third band I want to talk about is the German grindcore punk group, Japanische Kampfhörspiele. They sing in German, play incredibly fast, use blast beats, but also incorporate melodies and even guitar solos into their songs. Their extensive discography dates back to 1999. Japanische Kampfhörspiele has 3,000 listeners on Spotify. This will be their 2nd appearance at Obscene Extreme, with their first being in 2010. In my next video, I'll be talking about the women who attend the festival. They truly are the gems of OEF. In the comments under my previous videos, some viewers have asked, where are the women at this sausage fest? Yes, most of the festival goers are men, which isn't surprising since the extreme music fanbase is predominantly male. However, women do attend the festival. They drink beer, get tattoos, wear absurd outfits and makeup, scream, run on stage, and dive into the crowd. Watching them is definitely more fun. There are also bands with female members, and sometimes there are extreme bands composed entirely of women. This year, one such band is the new brutal death metal supergroup EMASCULATOR, featuring talented women who've made a name for themselves in their previous bands. Thank you for watching my video. If you'd like to support my channel with a donation or check out my handmade balaclavas, the links are in the description.